Guys, welcome to my first video in 2018. I'm really excited to create a lot of content this year, share with you all my art endeavours along the way. Just wanted to say a quick hello to start the video off, so let's do it. So let's just jump straight into what I have today, which is going to be a shadowbox oil painting. This is the second painting I have done on a shadowbox, and it's really quite an interesting way to work. So paintings for the most part are always built in layers, but when working on glass it's that methodology to the extreme. Beginning layers are extremely washy, and the main objective here is to cover as much ground as you can with the paint before leaving it to dry. When working on glass, you're going to need to wait for layers to completely dry in between so that you can build on top of them and give something for your paint to grip onto. Eventually, after a few drying sessions, you're going to end up with quite a nice surface to paint on, and you're back to blending and adding sharp lines and so on. A few points here early on, you can see I end up with small sections that my brush pulls off all of the paint, and you can see the glass underneath. This is due to the paint being a little sticky when I went back for the next layer, and the paint sticking to my brush as opposed to sticking to the surrounding paint and glass, which results in me pulling the paint completely off. The best way to avoid this happening is to simply allow your beginning layers in particular to completely dry before going back to try and add paint over the top. That's the only real way to completely build a stable surface, essentially to create your piece of art on top of. I'm not going to go into the painting itself too much. I'm going to leave that up to viewer interpretation. But it is a self-portrait, and the title of the painting is Staying Afloat. About halfway through this painting I decided that I could add a really nice extra dimension by painting the backboard of the shadowbox and give the water a larger overall sense of depth, especially with how much that would tie into the concept of the painting being staying afloat. I'm pretty happy with how the painting's looking at this point, so it's a little bit of a risk, but it seems silly to have such a unique canvas and not use it to its fullest potential. So let's do it. So as you can see here, I'm starting to take apart the shadowbox. It is essentially the same as any other store-bought or ready-made frame. It has little black tabs on the back section of the box. Upon flicking those up, it releases the back panel. And that panel looks to me like some sort of treated MDF panel, which has a nice smooth texture to paint on. So I'm going to start hitting with paint. You are going to see me change the tone of the water quite a bit, bringing out the glass panel and holding it in front of the wood just to clarify that the tone I have in my brush and on the panel is going to balance and unify with the glass section of the painting. I want the wood section to be darker slightly than the glass foreground, just to give a little bit more depth and to hold shadows better. And for this video guys, that's going to be it. I'm really excited for 2018 and trying to push this channel and my artwork, and I hope you are too. So if you have any other video ideas or anything you would like to see, please leave them down below. Like and subscribe, and until the next one guys, catch you around.